period. But great video.
Now, welger started making balers in the 1930s. And this was the first baler they sold on public market. It's been driven by a Nuffield Mini, as it's known. Now, this was not a high density baler as the square baler is called. It more made a bunch tied with 2 strings. There you can see it. It's a bit like a bale, but not a bale. These were made in Germany just after the war. Would be a quite unique little baler and quite difficult to come by. Fordson P6 as it was known. These were made in the late 40s. Perkins, who made engines, bought 2 of these Fordsons for their own farm, and the original engine was a petrol TVO. Perkins fitted them with a 6-cylinder engine, and when the Ford company came to see what he had done, they decided to manufacture them with the 6-cylinder engine. It's a diesel 6-cylinder known as a P6. Now the rolling over of the belt to start the thresher is always done slow, gradually gathered speed, because if you rushed it, the belt fell off. This particular one is a 1954 Allan, made in Aberdeen in Scotland. When it was bought new in 1954, it cost £600. £600 would have bought a good 100 acres of land at that stage. Now the sheaves were thrown on a deck. Somebody would cut the twine on the sheaf. Another person would feed it into the rotary drum. Again, it went through a form of screens and shakers. Straw went out the back side of the machine and was baled. The Jones baler was manufactured from 1942 onwards, and it was made by Jones Brothers in Wales. This would probably be the last of the threshing mills as we know them. That's as big as they got and as advanced as they became. There we can see the grain flowing into the sack. Quite a nice flow of grain, if I may say so. And there you can see the general works, what you see moving backwards and forwards of the shakers, shaking the grain. The blower would blow you can see underneath by the back wheels there where the yawns are coming out, being blown away. Grain is coming down into the sack, straw is going out the back and being baled. There's either a very big bale or a very small man. Before the balers, of course, they would have made what was known as a reek. The straw would be stacked, trampled, and later covered to keep the rain out. These bales in the Jones baler are being hand-tied. There's a little shuttle goes across with 2 pins. Cord is pulled through, cut, knotted. Later balers, of course, self-knot. There you can see an aerial view of the sheaves being fed into the drum. And the straw making its way through to the baler. The baler, of course, was run with another belt off the opposite side of the thresher, and the whole lot was being driven by the tractor. Now this thresher would be a 1936 Ransoms, Jeffries and Sims. They were made in Ipswich. This is just a little 26-inch drum. It would have been the next step up from the stationary. And of course, rubber tyres weren't there then. It was the iron wheels. This is a international demonstrator. In 1950 these were made for 3 months and they were sent to the garages as demonstrating tractors. They were that bit more powerful, they had hydraulic lifts, and the garage would take them out to the farm, do a demonstration with them and hope that the farmer would buy one. The normal colour would be red. They did the demonstrators in white. They're quite scarce because they were only made for 3 months. Now in 1953, Massey Harris and Harry Ferguson's companies merged and they became known as Massey Ferguson. Initially, all Massey Harris machinery were branded Massey Ferguson, but this is the first baler that was manufactured under the Massey Ferguson name. It's called a 703. It was followed by the Massey Ferguson 15, later by the 20, later by the 124 and so on. There's an ideal opportunity to see the trash being blown away by the blower or the fan.
period. Well, great. Here's a video.